just the two of us.
Alex and Malcolm, how's it going?
How's it going, guys?
What's up, boys?
Hey.
Not bad, you know.
Hey, Malcolm.
Another day.
A day, huh?
Yeah,
People
yeah.
say, you know, another day, another dollar or something. You know, what's another day?
It's just another day, you know, in the simulation. Another day in the simulation.
The simulation. Okay.
See, another day,
can buy
another
this-
dollar. It's like dollars here is worth nothing. It's all about
That's true.
millions, you know.
True.
Yeah. Everyone's got millions nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even I'm a millionaire.
Yeah, even I'm a millionaire.
Oh yeah. How much money you got, Matt?
Millions, bro.
I
Everyone's millionaires.
mean, surely after all those vault robberies, I mean, yeah, must be the million.
Shorty, bro.
Asset rich, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's got
Yeah.
plenty of plenty of
No strikes on the
assets.
cars either. Nothing. You know, I'm sure it's all
I
great.
got my car. You know, my car.
Yeah,
Why
the
you saying it
asset
like that?
fees of your car, your house.
Oh,
the,
God.
The impound fees.
Is your car in the impound right now?
Mine is.
Yours is?
Yeah, mine
But
is.
yours
Oh yeah,
isn't,
from yesterday.
Anton?
Remember Malcolm, the
No.
R34?
That's a
Tried to
lot of
send it.
strikes.
You know, yeah, sending it off the freeway while smoking, Sparky. I don't know.
It's risky. It was
Well,
cool though.
risky, yeah.
I made
Yeah,
it nice.
Okay. Well, you didn't even make it on the freeway. I was up there waiting for you.
Was
What
that
do you
when we
mean?
stalled?
Oh, that freeway. Sorry, I thought you meant the jump before that by Cerberus.
One of the
Who are we-
canals up the freeway.
Yeah, that's a
Who
risky
were we
one.
chasing? Who were we chasing? It was one of you two,
It's me.
and you did the 360 onto the freeway, and we hit it the same exact way, except we stalled.
Oh no, I think that might have been Matt.
I think we're all talking about different freeways here.
Yeah, we are.
Are we on about Los Santos Freeway?
Yes.
No, I was on
360
about the
from
canals.
Casino?
It wasn't the casino jump. It was before it.
Yeah, but by the casino.
Yes.
Too many bloody
Sounds
freeways
like something
these
I would
days.
do.
Yeah, it does.
So, anyways, guys, listen. You want to talk? What's going on?
Look, I wanted to call this with. We haven't got many people around right now, and if we do, they're doing other things, so it's just us. But
Okay.
the tensions on our side, I don't know about your side, with the police and the force that we've been receiving the last week or so, is definitely rising. And, you know, we're not normally the type to escalate. God, there's lots of fucking police cars around there, isn't there?
Hell? Who the hell is
Fucking
over
hell.
here right now?
Jesus. Oh, yeah, look, there they are.
All
There they are.
That makes sense.
Chase or something.
Yeah, it must just be a chase. Wow. Yeah, we're not usually the type to, you know, want to escalate to shooting that often, but it feels like at the moment we're getting pushed that way very frequently. I was unloaded on this morning for, like, accidentally nudging someone over super fucking gently in a Rumpo van. And
Okay.
within about 3 seconds of speaking to the guy, I'm being shot at. We don't tend to like shooting cops, but...
Who was it that shot you?
I have no idea, but I was outside MRPD parked on a red line. They asked why I was parked there. I said parking
Well-
was expensive. They threatened to tase me. I drove away, knocked them over, and got mag dumped.
Yeah,
You hit the officer?
You know when you like pull away in the corner of your car, flick someone, and they like fall back, but it's not like a run
Yes.
over situation?
Yes.
It was one of those.
Okay. I'll be honest. I think that this has been discussed, and this was also discussed in the academy. If you are, did he like put himself in harm's way by being like there?
Well, he was
'Cause it
on
depends.
foot chasing after the car as I was
van that you were in?
picking up James. Yeah.
Okay.
So if an officer puts themselves in harm's way and they get hit, you know, it's all situational. If it sounds like in this case he was chasing someone, you got in, and you didn't even mean to hit him, and you drove off and immediately went to getting shot.
Yes.
I think the difference is that it shouldn't happen. It was actually discussed in the academy when we were training a lot of people. So unless this person just wasn't at the academy or something else happened, you probably shouldn't have been shot.
No.
Judging by what you're saying, if someone's out on foot and they're trying to get someone out of the car, like there's a degree. Like, okay, you come in, you break the box, they get hit, they go down. You come in, break the box at 80, and then at super high speeds, then you probably get shot, right? Or you just do it like 5 times and they get hit like 5 different times and you get shot.
I
Or
feel like
you
we
head
have
on.
a pretty good gauge though on like when you should be shot and when we shouldn't. I feel
Yeah.
like at the moment,
Yeah.
it's definitely
It feels
being a
random,
lot
bro.
more- Yeah.
Like we could get shot out of nowhere. Like obviously we do run. I'd say as a group we do run pretty heavy interference. Recently,
Correct.
even more so because it's been a lot more units on our chases. But like we've had, like the other day, literally like probably like last week, we had a cop ram a bike, or ram one of us into a bike, and then knocking the bike cop over, and then getting out of the car and then mag dumping the person that got rammed into the bike. And Matt got shot in the back of the head.
I see.
I wasn't even driving, bro. I was in the back seat.
A police vehicle rammed one of you into a police bike, knocked the bike off in the process of getting rammed, then they searched.
Yeah.
They started shooting for a ram in the back and yeah.
Yeah,
Basically,
that
all we
shouldn't
want
be
to do
happening.
is establish like like we've done in the past. Like we've had sit downs with you before, Suarez, where it's been like we feel like it's getting to a point where the chases are getting very tense, and the temptation to just say let's turn this into a shootout is rising. So we want to make sure we can bring it to a level where we don't have to be getting hurt on both sides. Because if it does continue how it is, like
So
as a group we will snap.
the only time you should be like, I'm not gonna sit here and say every single time you get shot, but like typically if you're interfering, like the only time you should be getting shot is like in the sensitive situations I've kind of posed to you, right? Is where you come in, ram in at high speeds when we got like a box, so you do it, once you hit somebody at high speeds, or you do it multiple times and you get told to stop, or you just pit at high speeds at over 100. Those are, or you head on someone at over that happened the other day, but seems like it was an issue.
Yeah, with James. And James said at that point on the radio, he was like, I've given them reason to shoot. He knew that was reason to shoot.
Yeah.
Like, we're aware of when it gets to, like, if we do a pit or a ram and we feel like it's too much, we're normally aware that it's going to be shooting, and we won't, like, we won't have an issue with that other than the fact we're getting shot. Because we get it.
Because you man don't shoot to disable no more, do you?
No, we do not.
no.
If we get the call to shoot, we're shooting to incapacitate.
Yeah, just
shooting
to
to kill.
clarify on that, we had one of the high command members speak to a lot of different groups and gangs and people. I'm not sure if you guys were one of them or not, but the overall, it was like kind of a survey, and the outcome was that the result was that if someone's getting shot, they don't know they're getting shot to be disabled, and they just think they're getting shot, and they're going to shoot back anyway. And they preferred, just like they just when we shoot, they're gonna they can get shot. And also there's issues with like the PD where if someone was shooting disabled and then they missed and then they hit and killed the person or shot him down, then it's like,
What
well,
gang wanted
then
that?
the officer tells them they were just trying to shoot disabled, then they try to sue them, even though there's a lot of you can still shoot them while they're operating the car. It was a whole ordeal. Anyways, high command made the decision that there's no more shoot the disabled anymore, and only just open fire. I mean, you can, once the car is disabled, you can de-escalate, but at that point, it's possible you may have already got shot. If you're out on foot, then at least I try to de-escalate to shoot, or sorry, not shooting, beating them down. If it wasn't like a cop killing or something, it was like a assault with a deadly, because at that point the vehicle is disabled. They no longer have a weapon that we know of. So
You said gangs made that decision, or like had input
they-
in that?
they- groups
You talked to
and-
the PD, yeah, and it was like the assumption was they just anytime the police would shoot at them, even if they were in a vehicle, they were operating under the assumption that they were being shot at, so they were gonna like things were devolving into shootouts, even if we were just shooting to disable a vehicle, basically.
Yeah,
And
I
they
feel
said
like
they'd rather
we-
operate under the assumption that we're trying to shoot them than just the vehicle, if that makes sense.
We definitely operated different to other gangs with that mentality.
Yeah, I would agree with that for the most part.
Because this is kind of a shock to us, because when we get shot now, it's very much turned into, oh, we have to shoot back now,
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
for the most part, when our cars are getting shot to be disabled, we don't really shoot back often, You know, we have to feel like we've been done dirty.
Has to be the right
Yeah.
situation. Like we like when we snap, then we might. But like it takes a lot for us to go for the shootout because you know we all like to drive. Like
Yeah, and I can appreciate that. I mean, we don't really want to get into a shootout anyway. That's not like the end goal. It seems like what the issue is just the PD that are out there at times. It sounds like you like at least from the instance this morning. You sounds like your guys are feeling as if you're getting shot and it's not justified.
I don't know what's going on.
Enough to
Wherever
where
it
like.
is.
You know, it's not just finding where you should be getting shot, right? It sounds like you accidentally nudged the guy when he was chasing someone off foot. He put himself in harm's way, and then he got shot for like the bump.
if I'd have done a bunch of swaps and been driving for fucking 40 minutes and there was pits
Tsunami
and
is in
stuff,
8
maybe,
minutes, so
but
probably
I was in a
boost it.
Rumpo truck and I'd been outside MRPD for maybe 3-4 minutes, and James had run out of MRPD, so he was trespassing, but
Okay.
going that quickly to shoot for like a trespassing and being parked on a red line was just, I was just confused.
Yeah, I guess the thing is, like, in theory, if you hit somebody with the car, technically, boom, you can be shot. Now, that doesn't mean, you know, that's why we use our kind of, like, it's just all situational. Like, did this guy mean to run me over? Did I get myself in the harm's way? You know, do I need to shoot them? You know, because, like, technically the letter of the law is this is why there's the letter of the law and the spirit of the law. It's, you know, doing both, you know, to the best ability you can. Technically, anytime you get hit by someone's car, you could shoot them, but does that mean you shoot them every time?
No.
Yeah.
I would
So
say
that-
more often than not, people try to actively go out of their way to not hit us. Even if I was saying this to Suarez the other day, you have people that are kind of putting themselves in terrible positions in the middle of the road or on angles where they shouldn't be, and they're getting hit. And I've gotten hit by a car before too, but you know, if it's my fault, the car will stop. I'll say, you know, my fault, keep going. And then I communicate it over the radio. Hey, that was you know, they're not trying to hit you with the car, right? So everybody knows. But if you're getting shot, and I know Suarez and I do this, but like he said, we're not everybody, and we can't, you know, every officer is not gonna do the same exact thing, even if it's probably what they should be doing. Is if something's been cleared to open fire, we will warn the vehicle, right? Like we'll say to them, you need to leave the pursuit or you're going to be open fired upon. Like your vehicle's been cleared to open fire. We're going to give you one more chance. We're going to give you a verbal warning, leave or we shoot.
Yeah,
And
that's
at that
normally
point-
not an issue.
Yeah, no, I agree. But that's what I'm asking. Like, are
Yeah.
you getting warnings or
No,
are people
no,
just
no,
pulling
no,
out
no.
and blasting right away?
No, today, what happened this morning was I had him on foot. He was away from his car. It would have taken him a couple minutes to get to his car and pursue. So he said, all right, well, I'm not going to be able to get to my car and chase, so I'm just going to light up the car and the people in it.
Yeah.
Wait, say that again?
Do you know
Say
who
the
it
last-
was?
Pretty sure it was Booba.
You could see from the report, no? He would have been.
I'm gonna look.
processed
What?
enough, so-
Can you give me context on the
So
the,
I
the
can give you
situation, Sparky?
everything
Like the
that
whole-
allegedly
yeah.
happened, right?
Allegedly, yes.
James was allegedly in the PD car park, and I was on the bridge waiting for him. I was approached by the cop in a CVPI who then said to me, why you parked here? What you doing? And I said, oh, the parking in the city is expensive, so I'm just parking here while I'm waiting. And then while I'm talking to him, he was saying, I'm going to need you to step out of the car. I was doing my usual, you know, I don't know if I want to get out of the car stuff. He said he was going to tase me. That's all fine, right? And then he sees James running out the front of MRPD. His attention goes to James. He starts chasing him on foot. So I spin the Rumpo round, go to James, pick up James. James gets in the car. And then as I drive the van away, the corner of the vehicle clips him. He falls over slightly. And then as we're driving, we just start getting lit up from behind.
Did you get caught or did you guys get away?
No. We got away. But we was
Okay.
the thing is we was in a Rumpo. If he wanted to catch us, he could have got to his CVPI, pursued us and caught up in literally 30 seconds.
This is kind of an important question. When you say James was in the car park, was he in the park right there where the PD tow booth is, or was he in the motor pool inside PD?
When the officer saw him running out of PD, he saw him going from where the shutters open and close through
Into the
the
motor pool.
exit out of the Like, he wasn't inside PD. He was in the car park in front of the motor pool and exited by the bollards and onto the road.
Okay, so he's like running out towards Sinner and Vespucci right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if we have strict policy on people inside the PD, inside the car park, inside the motor pool, and also strict with people going in PD vehicles.
If
Yeah, he was not in the
that
vehicle.
is a good point. There's
Okay.
an SOP that if someone searches your car and the PD and they start leaving, you have the authority to use lethal force after warning them. But I don't know if that's
He didn't.
what happens.
He didn't search anything. He wasn't in a car. And as far as
then
I'm
okay,
aware,
then that
he
would
didn't.
apply.
I don't
It
think
sounds
he
like-
said anything about shooting. Like, I don't think he
It
warned.
sounds like the point of contention was this Booba got hit by the Rumpo and then started shooting,
Yeah.
taking it as you hit him on purpose while you're saying you were just trying to get away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thing is like at that point when that happened, it was like it was at the point of, okay, well, we're gonna get a group together and we're gonna go find that cop and we're gonna make sure they're aware they can't do shit like that. That's why I wanted to have this meeting, because otherwise, if
Yeah,
it
we can
keeps
talk to
stacking
Booba
on top
about
of
it for
each
sure.
other, it would get to that point.
So I think actually, Malcolm, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Snow talking to us about this in the armory when we clocked on about escalating the shooting and other officers doing that too quick?
Think so, maybe.
He,
I will say, apart from the situation today, which I can understand the frustration, I feel like we have sort of been getting into more shootouts, Suarez. I don't know if you can.
yeah,
But
I think it's.
that's
I think the big thing is we need to like. So, here's what we could do. I know we're running short on time. I don't disagree that I think there are some times where people are pulling to their guns quickly without
too
giving a
quick to shoot,
warning,
yeah.
or too quick to be shooting. I don't disagree. I think that needs to be cleared up, and people need to be more on top of giving warnings, and then also having good justification to shoot without just without just going too hard on the letter of the law, because like we could, if we shouldn't be doing that. Because at a point, then we start applying Tennessee versus Garner to everything, which means you could shoot a fleeing felon who you believe has, serious.
Yeah, we could articulate pretty much. We could shoot anyone.
Yeah, it would be.
If we could articulate it right, but we don't.
Yeah.
Want that.
Yeah,
we don't want that.
We don't want that, and like that. That's what I'm saying. Like we need to stray away from not like I'm not saying we shouldn't follow that, but we should also kind of, use a reasonable idea of what's going on and base the situation on how things are going before you get nudged and start opening fire, at least in my opinion. So I'll bring it to, or Nakota and I will both bring it to our command for the troopers for the state, because then get it through the channels. Because unfortunately, neither one of us have the channels to go through. We have to bring it to them, and then they'll bring it to the command. Then hopefully something will be done with it.
We can talk to Booba as well about the situation and see what he was, what his mindset was, or whether or not he, I'm assuming he thought he was hit on purpose, but I
it
think we have
sounds
a
like
good
he
enough
was.
rapport.
Yeah.
If you say you weren't trying to hit him and you were just trying to get away, I believe you. So
Yeah, no, I would, if I would try to hit him, I would have made a point out of that being known.
yeah.
So
which is like
just
I was saying, most of the time, in our experience, people aren't trying to run us over with cars, right? Because it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious someone's trying to do it. But just to wrap these up, because I know we're about our time, we will take this information that you've given us, and it's also not just you that have felt this way. And also we have seen it personally. We will bring it to our command, and we will go through the channels to hopefully have it handled, and trying to get a general announcements or things going out about the fact of just shooting, and also knowing when to shoot instead of putting yourself in harm's way to get an excuse to shoot. Because that is the problem. If you put yourself in harm's way to get an excuse to shoot, you shouldn't be doing that. If you're out on a car when you know it's dangerous and there's interference trying to box out and you get hit, you shouldn't make the call to shoot unless they do it multiple times. They should be given warnings, etc. You should be just, listen, you shouldn't be doing it just to get an excuse to shoot. So I understand the frustrations. I'll pull it the command. I'll go from there, guys. All right?
Sounds good. Thank you for hearing it.
If I could speak to you after Tsunami about just how you guys react to blocks, I would appreciate it. I'll call
Yeah,
one of
we
you.
can talk about it. No problem.
Yeah, I appreciate
You
you
can
guys.
just come to the
All
block
right.
if you want. We ain't gonna do no funny shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you then.
Yeah.
All right.